every night. I can't get you off my mind. You're the blood that floods my veins. With each and every breath I take, I can see no other way. For you, I can see.
Peace, love, and harmony. God is love. Love is God. This is Keith, aka GQ Smooth, GQ Smooth Films, GQ Smooth Productions, year 2024. And the name of this film documentary is called The X Factor. Now, when it comes to an X is an X for a reason. People in this generation insist on talking to the X, texting an X, doing things with an X, whether it's going out, eating, or sexual wise. It really doesn't matter, because they keep looking at the years, they're looking at the memories, they're looking at loving, they're looking at the children. None of that stuff matters. If that person is showing you negative vibes, negative energy, negative traits, if that person is violent, if that person is doing verbal abuse, physical abuse to you, then that person is not the right one for you. You know what I mean? God in the universe is going to intervene in their relationship by any means necessary. If they feel that that person's not the right person for you, they're going to intervene in their relationship. You know, the memories don't matter. The children don't matter. The trips don't matter. The loving don't matter. Sex don't matter. None of that stuff matters. You know what I mean? When it comes to a relationship or a marriage, there's supposed to be peace, love, harmony, tranquility, good vibes, good spirits, good energy, everything good. Nothing's perfect, but there's supposed to be nothing but good quality traits when it comes to their relationship. Everything's supposed to be good and positive. You know what I mean? Everything. But people keep looking at, in this generation, when it comes to that person that's an ex, they keep looking back at all the memories. They keep looking at the trips and the memories and all that stuff, and the sex. That's the main thing they're looking at, is the sex. And speaking on sex, that's not the most important thing when it comes to a relationship anyway. Now, it's important, but it's not the most important thing. There's tranquility, there's harmony, there's love, there's peace, all that stuff. There's communication, there's chemistry. You know what I mean? That stuff matters too when it comes to a relationship, but people keep looking at that one thing. And that's why when it comes to an ex, that's the main thing people keep looking at when it comes to an ex, is sex. That shit don't matter. If there's negativity in their relationship, cut that person off immediately. You know what I mean? Somebody was telling me about their daughter, where she's dealing with a person in her life, which is a baby's father. You know what I mean? And the thing is that when it comes to the children's father, a lot of women, not some, but a lot, they keep looking at the fact that that's my baby's father. We've been around each other for years. That's all I know. Well, know something else. Know something peaceful. Know something that's full of harmony. Know something that's full of tranquility. You know what I mean? Know something that's all about peace. Now, when I'm speaking to Monica about this, we were having a discussion about, you know, a daughter where it's like she keeps dealing with this ex. You know what I mean? Just because they have memories and children together and so forth. You know what I mean? Chances are, when it comes to a person that's violent, when it comes to a person that's full of negativity, when it comes to a person that's full of just badness in his life, that's the person that person don't need to be around. You know, forget that you have children with this person. That don't matter. Memories don't matter. Trips don't fucking matter. None of that stuff matters. God and the universe intervene in that relationship for a reason. So chances are, when it comes to that person that's full of verbal abuse, physical abuse, violence, you know what I mean? God and the universe is going to intervene to the point where that person is going to end up somewhere where he don't want to end up. You know what I mean? You feel me? So what I'm trying to say in terms of that is karma is going to intervene in that. Because if that person is a good person, and that person is causing a bunch of verbal abuse and physical abuse and violence, God's going to intervene. The universe is going to intervene. Karma is going to intervene. Find somebody in your life that's going to bring you flowers, that's going to tell you how beautiful you are, that's going to write you poetry, that's going to hold hands with you in public, in the park, that's going to cook for you. You know what I mean? That's the type of person that you need in your life. That's going to give you shit when it's not Valentine's Day or your birthday. You know what I mean? That's going to give you peace in your life, in that relationship. People in this generation, man, they keep insisting on dealing with an ex because of all the years and the memories and the trips. And the one thing they keep looking at is sex. There's sex everywhere else. There's memories everywhere else. There's trips everywhere else. You know what I mean? So you want peace in your life when it comes to that marriage, when it comes to that relationship. When it comes to an ex, you don't need that ex in your life. You know what I mean? Because if you're talking to a new person in your life and you keep on dealing with that ex, I don't care if it's talking, I don't care if it's texting, whatever. You're going to end up losing that person that you're talking to in your life. That's the right person for you too. Because most likely the universe and God put that new person in your life for a reason. Because God and the universe knew that those exes in your life in the past wasn't the good people for you. They wasn't right for you. I don't care how good the loving is. I don't care how good those trips were, the memories. None of that shit matters. None of that shit matters. You shouldn't have to stay with an ex because you shouldn't have to keep interacting with an ex because of all the memories and the trips and the sex and the children. It don't matter. Stuff don't matter. Especially if you're doing shit in front of your children, being a bad influence on those kids, being a bad influence on that person that you're with, you're being a bad influence. And if you keep on being in the presence of that ex, what's going to happen is that's going to somehow click inside of your brain to the point where you're going to think it's okay to be verbal, to be negative when it comes to the next person. When it comes to being violent, when it comes to the next person, when it comes to having all those bad traits like that person. So you're going to have those bad traits when it comes to you. You're going to have some of those bad traits, that bad energy, the violence, all that stuff. Because you was around that person that wasn't a good person for you. But you keep looking at the fact that you have children with that person, that y'all been with each other for an amount of years. None of that stuff matters. When God and the universe is bringing that new person in your life, he's bringing that new person in your life for a reason, because that's the person that you're supposed to be with. You know what I mean? That person is not a bad person. That person is not a bad boy. That person is not a bad guy. That person is a good guy. That person is a good person. That person is going to do you right. That person is going to write poetry for you. That person is going to bring you flowers. That person is going to cook for you. That person is going to let you know how beautiful you are. Some people keep thinking that's some soft shit. That ain't soft shit. That's good shit. That's the type of stuff that you need in your life. That's the type of stuff that you're supposed to have in your life. It's not all about sex all the time. And if you keep thinking that's all about sex when it comes to a person, you're going to lose that person. You know what I mean? So when it comes to an ex, that ex don't belong in your life. So when it comes to an ex, leave that ex alone. When it comes to texting, don't text that ex. When it comes to calling that ex, don't call that ex. When it comes to intervening with that ex, don't intervene with that ex. You know what I mean? If that ex calls you back years later, don't accept the calls. If that ex is texting you, don't accept those texts. If that ex is trying to get back into your life, decline. Because it's going to be the same shit it was in the past, in the future. If you keep on accepting those exes calls, if you keep on accepting those exes texts, if you keep on, giving that ex your energy, then what's going to happen is you're never going to find a person that's full of good vibes and good energy and positive spirits. You know what I mean? Chivalry is not dead. Chivalry is still alive. You know what I mean? But because of this generation we live in, it's so brainwashed, where people keep looking at these reality shows and today's music, and because of today's generation, people don't believe in romance anymore. People don't believe in holding hands anymore. People don't believe in kissing and flowers and writing poetry and so forth. People don't believe in relationships anymore. People don't believe in romance anymore. People don't believe in a marriage anymore. Some people get into a marriage and want to get married because of the benefits, the money. You know what I mean? Some people get in it because they just want to have somebody on their arm just to say, I got somebody in my life. That ain't what it's all about. That ain't what it's all about. So if that's what you think a marriage and relationship is all about, don't even get in it. Don't get in it. You got to know what a relationship and a marriage is all about before you get into it. You know what I mean? It's all about love. It's all about tranquility. It's all about harmony. It's all about peace. It's all about loving that person. She loves you and you love her. You loving her and she's loving you. It's all about love. It's all about chemistry. It's all about companionship. It's all about harmony. It's all about good things. You know what I'm saying? In this generation we live in today, people don't know the definition of it. People don't know how to abide by a relationship or marriage. People just get into it just to say, I have somebody in my life. I have somebody on my arm. Just to show off to their family members and friends and associates and strangers, co-workers. You know what I mean? Their exes. You know what I mean? So the point of the matter, the point I'm trying to make here is that when it comes to an ex, don't get back in a relationship with that ex. Leave that ex alone. Don't have sex with that ex. Don't do anything intimate with that ex. Don't text that ex. Don't message that ex. Don't call that ex. Don't do shit with the ex. Don't even try to make new male friends when it comes to male friends, because what's going to happen is you're going to lose that new person in your life, because that's the person that God brought into your life for a reason, because those other people in your life wasn't good people at all. They were only with you for one thing, because if they were good people in your life, they will still be in your life. They will still be in your life. So in terms, in conclusion, that person was only in your life because of one thing. You feel me on that? So I don't care about the looks. I don't care about the sex. That person is your ex for a reason. God made it his mission to get that person out of your life, to make that person your ex. The universe made it its mission to make that person your ex and bring somebody new into your life. You know what I mean? So you don't want an apple that's already been eaten. You know what I mean? You want a brand new apple in your life. You want a shiny apple in your life. You know what I'm saying? You don't want an old apple in your life. You've already bitten to that apple. That's an old apple. You want a new apple in your life. You want a shiny new apple in your life. Why you want to keep dealing with that apple that's already been bitten into? You want something shiny and new in your life. You don't want nothing old and damaged in your life. That person you've been with, that's a damaged person. That's a person that's full of bad vibes and bad spirits. You know what I mean? So it's not all about that. Leave that ex alone. Don't talk to that ex anymore. I don't care if y'all do got kids together. That don't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Period. Just because you've been with this person for years, that don't matter. Just because you intervened with that person for years, that don't matter, man. It's all about love, peace, and harmony, man. People in this generation, they keep on thinking that they need to be with this person because of all the years. Just because they have children, just because of the intimacy, it don't matter. That stuff don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And even if you try to tell a person, you don't need this person in your life no more. This person is very disrespectful. I don't see any good qualities when it comes to this person in your life. And this person is going to say to that person, well, we've been together for years. This is all I know. You know what I mean? That's not all you know. That's not all you know. You need to know something else other than that shit right there. Why would you want to be with trash when you can have treasure in your life? You don't need that trash anymore. That person is trash. So God and the universe has to intervene in your life to make it their mission, you know what I mean, to depart from that person. So once you depart from that person, then there's no going back to that person. You know what I'm saying? There's no going back. You don't need to go back. So forget all the memories and the trips, you know, forget the sex, you know what I'm saying? And because y'all got children together, that don't mean nothing. You want peace in your life. You want love and harmony in your life. I've been with exes before in my life, and I let their asses go because they wasn't right for me. You know what I mean? They didn't know how to treat a good man. They didn't want a good man. I'm a good man. I've always been a good man. You know what I mean? You know, I've always been a good individual in my life. I'm a man of God. I'm a man of peace. I'm a man of harmony. I'm a man of love. I'm a man of tranquility. I'm a man's man. I'm a Sigma male. You understand what I'm saying? I'm an INFJ. And INFJs are the rarest personalities in the world. There's only 2.5 INFJs within this world. So when it comes to an INFJ male, we know how to treat the woman. We're there for our woman. We're faithful when it comes to our woman. You feel me? We don't want to be exes, but, you know, if we're with somebody and they're not giving me the good quality traits that I'm looking for, then I'm leaving them alone. If they're cheating on me, I'm leaving them alone. If they're talking to other male guys or whatever while they're with me, I'm leaving them alone. You know what I mean? I don't need that shit in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, when it comes to people in my life that I've dealt with in the past, I let them go. So they are now considered my exes. So the moral of this story, the moral of this documentary is that when it comes to an ex, you don't need an ex. You don't need that person because of all the years. You don't need that person in your life. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that person in your life. You don't need no ex. You know what I mean? The trips, the memories, the children, the loving, all that stuff don't matter. It doesn't matter. I've had exes in my life. I let them go, so now they're my exes. It's what you call the X factor. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of people that are talking to a new person right now as I make this video, and they're still talking to exes on the side. They're still talking to people that they dealt with in the past, just because they keep thinking about the sex and the memories. And I have children with this person. That don't matter. It don't matter. You need peace in your life, love in your life, tranquility in your life. And people insist on talking to that person from the past when they have the future within their presence. Okay? God has presented you with this new person for a reason. The universe has presented you with this new person for a reason, because God and the universe made it its mission to put that person in your life for a reason, because that's the person that you need in your life all along. But, you know, under certain circumstances, y'all both was in situations at the time. So when y'all wasn't dealing with those situations, God made it his mission and the universe to put y'all together, because y'all belong together. So when it comes to his ex, when it comes to her exes, they're exes. They're exes, which means they're exed out. You know what I mean? They're exed out. You don't need them. So you want to go forward in life, go forward. You don't want to go backwards. You know what I mean? Exes are an ex for a reason. You don't need that ex in your life. You know what I mean? You don't need them. But some people this day and age is like, this is all I know. I dealt with this person for years. It's understandable. But you're only doing that is because that's all you know. But the thing is, if it's negative, there's other things that you ought to know. Know something else. Know something else that's going to bring you peace in your life. You know what I'm saying? The universe is a good universe. So God's not trying to be a mean God, because he's not a mean God. He's a good God. So in terms, he had to make that decision in order for you to know what a good person is. You know what I'm saying? Today's generation, because of social media, because of Snapchat, because of TikTok, because of Instagram, all these social media sites, you got people on social media telling that person it's okay to still deal with your ex. Go and still deal with your ex. You got children by this person. Y'all got the memories going on. Y'all got the trips going on. And most importantly, y'all got the sex going on. And because of you're listening to other people, you're going to fuck up and lose a good person in your life. So you want to deal, and even when it comes to children, if that person in your life is not a good person, to where, say if you're dealing with somebody new and that person is sitting in your living room on your couch, just chilling, you know, drinking some wine or some ginger ale or some juice or whatever, or maybe having a nice lunch or dinner, candlelight dinner. So then you have your children over there and you're waiting on the person to come up and pick up the children. So if that person is a good person, is a person full of good vibes, good energy, that person is going to come by, hey, how you doing? I'm just here to pick up the kids. No violence, no cursing, no negative vibes of any sort. That person is going to introduce that person like, hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. Hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. And going about your merry way. But when it comes to a negative person, that negative person will come over. The fuck you got this person around my kids for? Who the fuck is you, nigga? You know, that's violence. That's bad energy. That's negative energy. That's not positive. So that's the person, that person like that person was like that from the beginning. That's a person you don't need to intervene with and be around. And especially if you are embarking on going forward in life, to the point where going forward means you're going forward to the point where now you have this new person in your life, this new person that's full of positive vibes and positive spirits, then that's the person you need to be with. But as long as you keep having that negative person around you that you've been around for years, and if you haven't learned yet, you ain't never gonna learn. So you're gonna learn the hard way if you don't move forward and keep that negative person out of your life. You know what I mean? Keep that negative, especially if that person don't have nothing going for themselves in life, or trying to have something going for themselves, some sort of mission, some sort of something good when it comes to good personality traits, something good, something to look forward to that's positive, then you're never going to learn. So if you don't want to hear someone giving you advice about what's positive, if you don't want this person to intervene in your life, to talk to you about what's positive and stay away from negativity, then you ain't never going to learn. You're never going to learn. If you want to keep dealing with that ex person in your life, go ahead. But you're going to learn the hard way. You're going to learn the hard way, especially if you have somebody new in your life and you still got this negative person around you. That new person is going to leave out of your life. That new person is not going to want to have anything to do with you. And chances are, a person that has been dealing with a negative person for many years, they're going to have a little bit of that in them in the next relationship with that new person. It's going to be a little bit, not a lot, but it's going to be a little bit of something that person was dealing with that person in that old relationship. Especially if you've been in numerous relationships in the past and it's been nothing but negativity. I don't care if it's negative, maybe going to jail, maybe having sex with another person, maybe smoking, drinking, maybe verbal abuse, whatever. Whatever that person was dealing with all those years with those people in the past, they're going to have a little bit of that in them. Not a lot, but it's going to be a tiny inch. It could be an attitude. It could be anything. It could be mostly bad attitude. Because they've been with that person or those people for so long in the past that that's all they know. So when it comes to starting off something fresh and new, I ain't saying everybody, but you may have this person that may have turned over a whole new leaf, that wiped that person clean out of their mind. But then this person is like, since they've been with this person for many years, that's all they know. So in turn, they're going to mess up something good. All because you still have that little bit of negativity that you've endured from that person in the past. So when it comes to an exes, man, they are the worstest people on earth. You know what I mean? They wasn't looking for a relationship. They was looking for sex. They wasn't looking for a relationship. A person could be with a person for years. That don't mean nothing. They can still, when it comes to a person, being with a person all those years, and it's been more of turmoil. It's been more of turmoil, more of negativity. It's been more of verbal abuse than positive traits. It may have been a little bit of positivity, maybe 2% out of 10, but the other 8% was mostly negative traits, a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of arguing, a bunch of smoking, a bunch of drinking, a bunch of doing criminalistic endeavors out on the streets, hanging with other people that's criminalistic. You know what I mean? So when it comes to the X Factor, I had to do this documentary on behalf of people that I know that call me. People has told me things about exes, my personal experiences, things I see on social media, whatever, things that I see within the world around me. You know what I mean? So this needs to be said. Because when it comes to the X Factor, when it comes to exes are ruining future relationships for people. You know what I'm saying? They're ruining future relationships for people. They're ruining things for the new person. Especially if you're trying to embark on something new, the exes are going to ruin that. And exes, when it comes to exes, when it comes to dealing with an ex may be a male friend. So most exes are male friends still, even after the relationship. So even when it comes to a male friend can mess up the relationship, the new relationship. Because that person is, that person is always going to be over here. This person is always going to be here. You know what I mean? Even when you've dealt with many people, but then you have this one person, you got all these people that you've dealt with in the past, and that person is always going to be on the sideline, waiting for his chance to get in. So you don't need that one person either, at all. That one person is going to ruin it for that future person in your life. You know what I mean? So when it comes to exes, when it comes to male friends, no. Especially when you're trying to embark on something new in your life, when you see that the person new in your life is different from what you're used to, then you keep that person. Or else you're going to keep running into what you're used to, what you've been dealing with many years ago in the relationships. So that person, it was already in the stars. It was already in the stars for God to present you with that new person in your life. But as long as you keep dealing with exes in your life, as long as you keep dealing with male friends in your life, then you're never going to embark on a new journey. You're never going to see what can be with this new person in your life. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to do it. I've learned my lesson when it comes to people I've dealt with in the past. You know what I'm saying? So those can be lessons or blessings. You know what I mean? Those can be lessons learned, or those can be blessings. With me, those were lessons and blessings. You know, by the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? So God made it his mission to delete those people out of my life. The universe made it its mission to delete those people out of my life. So when it comes to exes, you don't need them, man, because you're going to lose something good in your life. If you keep dealing with that ex or that male person in your life, that male friend, you're going to lose a good person in your life. You know what I'm saying? So this is on behalf of people that's dealing with new people in your life, and you still got this ex in your life, you still got this male person in your life, and you got this new person in your life that's full of tranquility and harmony. That's different. And different is always good. People keep thinking that's different. Different is strange, it's weird, square, sell out, and all that bullshit. No, you're none of those things. You're different. Different equals unique. Different equals unique. Different equals original. Different equals old soul. Different equals INFJ. Different equals harmony, tranquility, love, peace. Everybody's not the same on this earth. Everybody is different. But when it comes to your personality trait, when it comes to being different, when it comes to your personality trait, you're going to be called all kind of names, weird and all this stuff. You're not weird. You're none of that. You're just not like that person. That person want to be you. So some people, when it comes to exes, it's like, and my thing is, if you're in the presence of a new person in your life, and if you don't want things to go forward, if you're not trying to go forward with that new person in your life, because I'm gonna tell you something. When it comes to exes, they're always gonna be on the sideline too. Just like the male friend, the ex is gonna be on the sideline too. And they're just waiting for their chance to get in. That's all. So when it comes to most people, it's like when things are getting so good in a relationship, like it could be picnics in the park, it could be holding hands, it could be kissing, it could be having candlelight dinners, lunch, breakfast together, all those good things. So it seems to me when every time something's going good in the relationship, then you're going to hear, we have to talk. I need to tell you something. And there it is. Whenever you hear those words, I need to tell you something, or we need to talk, I guarantee you it got something to do with an ex or a male friend. Because you got to realize, it's not always like that with a male friend, but chances are there's been some sort of intimacy or sex with that male friend. And we all know when it comes to an ex, of course, there's been sex, intimacy, and so forth. So they don't need to be nowhere around that person, because there's already been some sort of intimacy and loving and sex involved. Of course, I mean, that person your ex, so it's been some sort of intimacy involved. You know what I'm saying? So, and it can be with the ex too. I mean, with the male friend too. You know what I'm saying? That goes, you know, even when it comes to the male. You know, he don't need to have any exes in his life. She don't need to be having exes in her life. You know what I'm saying? So it's always like that. That's why I say, whenever you hear those words right there, watch out. I guarantee it's got something to do with an ex or a male friend. So even if you're giving that person some advice about they don't need to be around this person, whether it's an ex or whatever, or even a baby's father, they're not going to listen because they've been around that person for so long. That's all they know. But if they're smart, they'll depart you, leave that person alone, because you're going to have nothing but heartbreak. You're going to have nothing but verbal abuse, physical abuse, violence, all the cursing, all the arguing, violence in front of the children. verbal abuse in front of the children. So that person is a selfish, egotistical person, deceitful person. If you're bringing that shit around not only the person that you're with, but the children, you are a deceitful, ignorant, disgusting person. I said that shit. That's right. You know what I mean? So you want a person in your life that's going to show peace, love, and harmony around the children, around you, you know, within his presence, her presence, whatever. That's what life is all about. Life is all about that. But people insist on doing it the other way. You know what I'm saying? It's not that way. You know, I deleted a lot of people out of my fucking life. Because I'm all about peace. I'm all about God. I'm all about the universe. You know what I'm saying? So, when it comes to an ex, don't be bothered with the ex. The ex ain't shit. The ex is deceitful. The ex is selfish. You know what I mean? Because if that ex if that ex knows that woman is dealing with somebody new, and that person still wants to be in that person's life, only reason why that person's still in that person's life is because of sex. That is the main goddamn reason. That is the main reason. So, if you want to go ahead in life, if you want to go steer clear, if you want to go ahead instead of putting the car in reverse, then you're going to have to leave that ex alone. No male friends, no exes, and that goes for the guys too. You know what I'm saying? So don't deal with these female exes in your life, because they're exes for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You don't need them in your life. You saw something you didn't like. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to even baby mothers, the only reason why they keep having an ex in her life is because of sex. I guarantee you that's what it is. Because if he's that type of person where he's violent and verbal abuse, and he's not doing shit with his life, what is there? Sex. That's it. You can get that anyway. So if you keep thinking that sex is the most important thing when it comes to a person, then you're going to lose out on a good person. Because that's all you have to offer. That's all that's on your mind, whatever, instead of other things. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that ex, leave that ex alone. You don't need that ex in your life. Trust me, believe what I'm saying. But people insist on thinking that exes. I need this ex in my life. You can't tell me what to do. I mean, it's crazy, man. I've dealt with that, you know, but I'm happy. As you can see, I'm smiling because I'm happy. I'm happy because I got God in my life. I got a beautiful mother in my life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Got a beautiful sweetheart in my life. You know what I'm saying? I have a beautiful heart. I have a beautiful mind. I have a beautiful soul. I have a beautiful spirit. You know what I'm saying? You know? So, when it comes to an ex, if you don't leave that ex alone, you're not going to find your future. Okay? Once that person turns into an ex, then that person is X'd out. Simple. I'm trying to let you know that. That's why I had to let them go. You know what I'm saying? They didn't care about my good quality traits. They didn't care about me as a man. You know what I'm saying? I was doing everything a man was supposed to do in a relationship. But they didn't care about that. They wanted to have other male orbiters. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to have other male friends on the side and exes and other sexual partners or whatever. Some people in this generation don't know what the definition of a relationship is. They feel like they need a lot of relationships. You know what I'm saying? People on the side, just in case that don't go right. You know what I'm saying? But what's going to happen is God's seeing all that. The universe is seeing all that. And most importantly, if you're doing that person wrong, karma is going to get you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when it comes to an ex, you don't need them in your life. You know what I'm saying? You don't need them in your life. You don't need them. Can't you understand that? Can't you understand that? No, you don't understand it. Because if you did, you wouldn't have that person in your life. That damn ex. Don't you know what the hell this means? X'd out, X'd out. Check mark, good. X, not good. That person is an X for a reason. You don't need them. I mean, how many times I gotta say this? An X is an X for a reason. An X is an X for a reason. You know what I'm saying? An X is an X for a reason. So I had to do this documentary. I'm glad I did this documentary because it needs to be said. You know what I'm saying? So either people are going to get the fact that you don't need the X in your life, or people are going to learn the hard way. That goes for both men and women. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you get rid of that X in your life will be more peaceful, more full of tranquility, harmony, and all of the above. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you find a new person in your life, you're going to experience a lot of romance and chemistry and energy and good vibes and all that. You know, dancing. You know what I'm saying? When you with that new person, this is the type of vibe you're going to get. That's what you want. So that's exactly what you're going to feel when you get that new person in your life. Just dancing, happy. Everybody should be doing this. It's all about dancing. See me? I'm happy. And this is exactly how you're going to feel when you get rid of that X. You know what I'm saying? No male friends, no X. And that goes for the guys too. You know what I'm saying? No female friends, no female exes. This is exactly how you're going to feel when you get rid of that male X, no male friends. And then God, He put that new person in your life. This is exactly the energy you're going to have. Because it's going to feel good. Because you've been dealing with all those bad people in your life. Going to jail. Smoking, drinking. And thing is, when it came to those people, it was all about sex. Because they had nothing to offer. When it came to the relationship, but just that. So people can do so much wrong stuff in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing they keep looking at is the sex. This person can put it down. This person can do what they want to do. Curse me out, drink, smoke. You know what I'm saying? Verbal abuse, all that. As long as that person putting it down. You know? I want this person in my life. But you're gonna realize though. You're gonna realize that was all that person was bringing into the relationship was intimacy. No good vibes, no good spirits, no good energy, no positive energy, you know what I'm saying? So, but once you get rid of that X, no male friends, none of that shit, and then God bring that new person in your life, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel so good. You're gonna feel great. Look at me. Like me, I feel great. I feel great. I'm full of good vibes, good energy, good spirits, positive vibes, all that good stuff. I'm dancing because I got God in my life. I got the universe in my life, you know what I'm saying? I'm full of good vibes, good energy, good spirits. And this is the way it should always be. Don't let nobody break your vibe, your spirit, you know what I'm saying? Get that negative X out of your life, you know what I'm saying? So, it's your boy, aka GQ Smooth, GQ Smooth Films and Productions, year 2024. And the name of this documentary, film documentary, is called The X Factor. You know what I'm saying? I feel so happy right now. And you should too. No exes. No male associates. That goes for the guys too. You know what I'm saying? To get these females out here that just want to be on your arm, you know, and seeing as how she has nothing to offer but just what's between her legs. She don't need that. You know what I'm saying? If that's all she has to offer, then forget that. So, no exes. And this is the X Factor film documentary. feel so good today. Such a beautiful day. Every day is a beautiful day. Always remember that too. So I'm out of here. Keith, aka GQ Smooth, GQ Smooth Films, GQ Smooth Productions, year 2024. And the name of this film documentary is called The X Factor. Now remember that. You don't need the X. Get rid of that person. You want peace in your life. You want harmony in your life. Love, tranquility. You don't need that X. You don't need that male friend. And it goes for the guys. You don't need that female friend. You don't need that female X. But all they're going to do is ruin your life when it comes to that new person in your life. You know what I'm saying? So, peace, love, and harmony, all right? It's the one and only GQ Smooth, baby. Peace.
Time thinking about you every night. I can get you off my mind. You're the blood that floods my veins. With each and every breath I take, I can see no other way. For you, I can't see, can't breathe, can't live without your smile. That's why. Dark alone, wishing you would ring my phone. You're the reason that is there something I can do to prove that I was made for you? You and me have is the why. Can't see, can't breathe, can't live without your smile. That's why. You feel like I do. Can't see myself living life without you. Got me sprung open on that thing you do. I think it's time to tell you how I feel, but my heart on the line, trying to keep it real, cause I don't want nobody else but you. Nobody else. No, 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 no. Baby, 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 I can't see, I can't see without your smile. That's why, that's why. Oh, I can't go. I don't know what love is without you. Here, without you here with me. Yeah. I can't see, can't breathe, can't live without your smile. That's why. Baby, baby, baby.